At one point in your life, I bet you owned baseball cards. Maybe you still do. Maybe your mom threw them out when you were 16 and you're still mad at her. I also bet you don't use your baseball cards like Greg Poole does. Poole is changing lives in his southern Illinois town, one card at a time. With photographer and editor Randy Schwenker, we share Poole's mission in tonight's Spotlight Story.
Benton is definitely just your small town USA, about 7,000 people. At one point we had 3 or 4 operational coal mines.
About 2 hours southeast of St. Louis, Benton could be easy to miss as you drive down I-57. But there's something growing here.
After COVID, now that we're about 3 years plus in, I think the town's starting to come back together, and Greg's a large part of that.
Greg is this man, Greg Poole. When he's not working his full-time job as a network manager for a special education co-op, he's here. And here is a pretty amazing place. Welcome to Cans Can. It's a baseball card and sports memorabilia shop born out of love.
He's collected baseball cards even since when we were little. He'd have like file folders and binders just of cards.
A lot of collecting, a lot of trading, a lot of taking binders over to a friend's house on Friday night, and hopefully if you had a good friend, you would leave with a good trade. Especially like guys my age, we're now to the point when you start to have disposable income and you kind of want to relive that childhood.
But these baseball cards have a larger purpose. In fact, multiple larger purposes. Every dollar made in Greg's shop goes to helping people, however they may need it.
They come in, take what they need, so we have backpacks, books. Books are really popular, deodorant, paper, really anything.
On Saturdays, Greg sells cards out front and opens up the back of the shop for teachers and social workers to come in and get whatever they need. No bill, no questions asked.
I always describe it to people as it's like walking into the Amazon warehouse. It's seriously like Christmas for a teacher like me who gets to go in there.
It's an interesting busy because at any given time that we're open, we'll have 50 plus teachers in the back part of our shop and the collectors up here. So we have our own little community in here.
But the best part of coming in whenever the shop is open is to watch teachers leave. Their arms are full, they're thankful, they're grateful. Greg doesn't say, see you later. He will write things down that maybe if they didn't have it on that particular day, he'll ask them what they need.
So typically, more than likely, this room will be empty after Saturday.
But Greg and his family didn't stop with teachers. They deliver home-cooked meals twice a week to people in need around Benton. They set up a Christmas wish list and make weekly donations to local assisted living facilities and chip in wherever else people may need help around town.
No is not a word in his vocabulary. If there is a need, he's going to make sure that it's filled.
So we have a lot of different things, and so one of the things that we like to say is, yeah, we'll do that.
And it's all possible from baseball cards.
Definitely number one of any seller is Ohtani. I mean, yeah, it's 34. Yeah, 18 right now, but those will probably be gone the next time we're open. So the top Ohtani card, if I sell it, that's a bed frame. I know the Yachties are a week worth of food, or a food delivery for a week. I've always been terrible at saying like, hey, for 10 cents a day, you can feed a hungry senior. I'm more apt to say you want to buy a Michael Jordan for $40.
And remember, this is a side project on top of Greg's full-time job.
I don't know if he sleeps.
But once you learn about the origins of Cans Can, you understand more about Greg and his big heart.
Growing up, had a lot of trauma, had some unfortunate experiences, and so at 16 contemplated suicide. And one of my last acts was going to be, we did a Meals on Wheels route in high school, and I took some of my cards. I had a gigantic collection, and I sold it, and I bought some food for some people on that route, and that was going to be kind of my last thing that I did. And so still here, so obviously what I tried to happen didn't happen, and got back in my truck and looked down and thought, well, I'm here for something. And really, it's just kind of really grown from there, leaps and bounds.
And that decision has gone on to benefit countless lives in Southern Illinois, all because of some pieces of cardboard.
It started with baseball cards, and it's grown into this, and I just hope that people will continue to bless his mission of what he does, because he has a heart that is so huge.
He was able to take his passion in baseball cards and turn it into something that's helping the whole community.
Something that doesn't seem like a big deal to some people can make a big deal for other folks. So.
If you want to learn more about Greg's mission, you can visit canscanbenton.org. We'll be right back with more Sports Plus.